Now we are moving on to expert and influencer. Expert and influencer. Yes, and another thing to talk before going into the other topics, another thing that's quickly coming up to my mind is the keywords are actually the most important part of our writing, and we need to incorporate keywords that our readers are looking for and include those keywords into our pieces of writing. It's only then that it would be relevant to them, and it's only then that we would be able to get business onto our website for our products, or for our services, anything that we are looking to increase our page rank. So I'll give you a few examples now, talking about low budget cost and budgeted airlines or cheap flights. We need to make sure that we include the keywords that people around the world are looking for, which is going to be most apt for our website. So you may say that, yes, on my website, I want to include, budgeted airlines because it kind of seems a little dignified, and I do not want to include cheap flights. If you do that, you are going to be at loss, because most of the people, 74 lakh queries we get each month, for the word cheap flights. So when people are actually searching for flights, they do not sit down to be dignified. It's just them and Google. So like I told you, they do not bother about structuring their keyword. They just simply type cheap flights and they want results quickly. So if your website, say for example, if you're into the trip website, or you kind of like make a Go IB Boss, something like that. If you do not have the word cheap flights incorporated onto your website is not going to be throwing up, right? So you want your website also to show up when people are looking for anything, or like cheap flights or low budgeted flights and all of that. So you need to make sure you include the keywords and incorporate keywords that people are looking for. So with that, definitely I'll take you through Google Planner, and with Google Keyword Planner, that will help us to understand the keywords that people are looking for, in order for us to go ahead and use those keywords which would be specific to our blogs. So yes, so low budget and budgeted flights, you get only around hundreds to thousands of searches per month, whereas cheap flights get around 74 lakh queries each month. So we cannot behave classy and dignified and say, I do not want this cheap word into my website, because we cannot dictate terms to Google, right?